After onboarding cloud providers and adding account credentials, we can then navigate to the governance tab and set up governance quotas and policies for usage of these cloud resources. So clicking on a create would walk you through a wizard where you can enter in a tenant name, the provider that we want to give access to this tenant to. We can select the AZ and set up a quota and select also a VPC for this tenant to use. This would allow the cloud admin to govern the resources that this tenant admin or user could access. Resources could be added to this tenant. This is a resource that was already added, and this lists the spend amount. You can set up a spend limit. You can send up limits based on vCPU, memory, and disk that this tenant can have access to. New resources could also be added by walking through this wizard where you can select a cloud provider and picking the availability zone, and here's where the quotas and spend limits can be set up. HyperCloud also provides an ability to add rate cards to each of the tenant and the cloud resources that they're using in order to calculate the cost of the resources. It supports multi-tenancy model where a cloud admin can set up multiple tenants who in turn can set up users and user groups. So the cloud admin sets up the providers and allocates cloud resources to the tenant admin, and in addition, the tenant admins could also set up their own cloud providers as well as inheriting from the cloud admin. Resource pools in HyperCloud is a construct that allows you to further subdivide the tenant's cloud resources, which can in turn be allocated to users and user groups. So we select the tenant resource and we can name it. We can further set up quotas that govern this resource pool. Please bear in mind that the total allocated resource quota is governed by the resources that this tenant has available. We can optionally set triggers to alert the admins if a user or user group is exceeding or reaching a threshold that we have set for them in resource. Also entitle this resource pool to users and groups.